Why I think the Winnipeg Jets are going to sweep the Calgary Flames. Hey everyone, Brenton here from It's a Hockey Night. I've kind of been looking at the matchups and watching the exhibition games and formulating some opinions going forward, and so I figured instead of previewing a lot of these series where there's a fair few question marks and we got to watch it unfold, I figured I'd make a few videos of some storylines and some things that I've observed in these exhibition games, and looking at the team as a whole of the last 2 years and sort of formulating an opinion on what's going to happen. My opinion is this is going to be terrible for the Calgary Flames, and they are going to get swept 3-0 by the Jets. We'll go through what seasons both teams had. They actually had very similar seasons. They were almost identical in points per game. Pretty much bang on it. It was just a slight difference with Calgary playing one less game and having one less point than Winnipeg. So it meant there was a .001 difference between the two teams. So they're pretty evenly matched in the regular season. However, I think the Calgary Flames was mostly the Calgary Flames. The Winnipeg Jets did not look like the Winnipeg Jets this year. Yeah, they were dealt a rough hand with Bufflin, but their forwards weren't striking. They had the second fewest goals scored by a defensive group than any other team. They were probably with Nashville and being a real letdown in the West for the majority of this season. However, this rest seems to have done wonders for a lot of these players with Winnipeg. The only real question mark was, will Hellebuyck be able to be Hellebuyck? And his game against a very zippy Vancouver team showed that, yeah, he really can be. The Jets were really able to outmuscle today the Vancouver Canucks, and I know it's an exhibition game, but they really were built like a playoff team, and Vancouver just wasn't. Vancouver, however, extremely fun to watch. I'm not saying any shade on Vancouver, but they're just not built like a playoff team right now. The Calgary Flames, however, have struggled to score all year. Defensively, they've been okay this year, but Hamonic being out hurts a little bit. And in between Rittich and Talbot, who's going to be the lead in the playoffs, it's probably going to be Rittich, but I guess we'll find out. However, they really have struggled to score. A lot of their stars, Gaudreau, only scored 18 goals this year. I mean, that's a wider problem with players that are 5'9" and smaller in this league this year. There is a video coming out on that with a lot of research. Monahan hasn't really been able to find his feet. I think a lot of people right now kind of thought he would be one of those sort of Selke centers that would be right up there. He hasn't really been able to find his feet in that sort of space. Lucic is obviously Lucic. I think the one real green light in this team is, well, Tkachuk and Lindholm. It's two bright lights, not green lights, but two bright lights in this team. It's just not enough. And a team that has really struggled to score up against a matchup of this Jets team that, albeit don't have the best defense in the league, they have a very mobile defense, and I think that is going to play havoc against the Calgary Flames. And then you get to the scoring. I feel their defenders have not had great seasons this year in the Flames, and at times they haven't been able to get a save to win that game. And it really has been the difference between them being, where they are to, being in this round robin, is just losing games that maybe they should have won. And that's where the Jets are going to just dine out. I really think the Jets are going to be able to put up goals like no tomorrow. The defense was able to score a lot today in the Jets game. They looked very mobile. They looked very good in supporting the forwards around the zone. And you just looked at what struggles the Flames had in the exhibition game. It really looked like that they were really pissed off at Edmonton. It looked like they were kind of chasing them for a while, and just never really got off the ground in the game. Reminds me a lot of Montreal. Just never really got to their game very quickly. And the thing is, I think Jets are pretty much at that point now where they're on their game. They're ready to rock and roll for game one. So I think game one at least is going to them, and then I think it'll just snowball from that point on. So yeah, I think it's going to be a mix between some incredible goaltending and some brutal offense on the Jets side of things to the Flames, who have struggled to score all year. They were, I think, a bottom 10 team in scoring. I think they were 10th bottom, but yeah, they have struggled to score. The The one advantage I will give them is special teams. Special teams, they had a pretty decent power play. I think it was 7th in the league against the 22nd best penalty kill in the Jets. But I just think if you're needing to go into special teams a lot in the playoffs, usually history shows that that's not going to go your way. And the Jets are a much better 5-on-5 team. Anyway, guys, that is the whole video. Just a nice quick one. Just wanted to make that assessment, and it's going to be a bit of a clickbait title. I get it. I get it if you're a Flames fan. I get it. Look, I understand. I've thrown some shade at this team, but yeah, I just think there's a much bigger upside to the Jets than this Flames roster that's right in front of me here. If you did like this video, hit the like button. Otherwise, if you got all the way through, hit subscribe. And yeah, comment down below what do you think will happen in the series. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. See you and bye.